Hey everybody, how's it going? What's up? Back with another video. Love making these videos, it's great, it's awesome. It's fun for me and I hope that you watching it get something out of it as well. Today, I wanted to talk about our kind of responsibility that me as a believer has to share the good news of the gospel with literally everyone I possibly can. And if you're a believer watching this video, good news for you is you got that responsibility too. And the reason I call it a responsibility rather than just like an option, it's something you can do if you want. It's a responsibility because other people can be led to salvation by us sharing the gospel with them, being the example of who Christ was like to people that don't believe, people who are curious about what it all means. So yeah, we have a responsibility to share the gospel with as many people as we can. That's kind of the whole reason why I made this YouTube channel, is so that I can reach people not just in my community or people I'm friends with, but people all over the world, you know what I mean? Why not do as much as I can, or why not try and reach people from other places, you know? That's how I think of it anyway. And making videos is fun, I like it. Anyway, so yeah, it's a responsibility that we have as believers to share the gospel with others. Look at people like the Apostle Paul. He literally went to heaps of countries starting churches and stuff. That's crazy. It's actually insane. Could I ever do something like that? I don't know, maybe. Could you do something like that? I don't know, maybe. But the point I'm trying to make is that you could be the difference between someone being led to salvation or not. I hate the idea of like I heard this analogy or story of like you're going up to heaven, someone next to you's going not up to heaven. They're like, why didn't you tell me about Jesus? Because then they could have made a decision to go to heaven as well. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me? It's like, you could have. Maybe you had the opportunity to and you didn't for whatever reason. I would encourage you, if you're nervous about sharing the gospel with people, just to give it a crack. That's what I did. I was just like, I was talking to one of my friends, couple of friends. I was just like, so man, what do you think about religion and stuff? You know, just like, I don't know. It doesn't have to be weird. We're all humans. If you need, just get away into the conversation. Yeah, or if you want, send them one of my videos. Shameless plug. Send them one of the vids, tell them to watch it. If you want, you don't have to. But yeah, we have a responsibility to share the gospel with people. And I think it's really important that we remember that. Not just to share the gospel, but also to live out the gospel for others to see. Because what's the point of sharing a gospel that doesn't look like we even follow ourselves? You know what I mean? It's like telling someone else, it's like, yeah, it's pretty hypocritical. It's like, hey, you need to do this, but I'm still gonna do it my way over here. Wow, come on, bro, what are we doing? So yeah, it's not easy. No one ever said anything was supposed to be easy. No one ever said anything was supposed to be hard. It just is what it is, and it takes what it takes. It's something I've thought about a lot recently. It takes what it takes to get what you want. If you want to see a friend or a family member come to put their faith in Jesus, I had to tell you, I had to break it to you, but you're gonna have to be that guy to step up and let them know. You're gonna have to be that guy to break the ice. That will be what it takes. Now, can you save them? No, only Jesus can save. But you can give them everything they need to make that decision themselves. I think that's really important. You can give them all the information that they need. You can point out verses to them in the Bible. You can tell them what it means to be saved, all that good stuff. And then whoever you're talking to can look at that and make a decision for themselves. Yeah, so I think give whoever the information they need to make an informed decision about whether Jesus really is who he said he is. And I also, like, if you don't believe in Jesus and you're watching this video, nothing bad has ever come out of putting your faith in Jesus, ever. Not a single person's life has gotten worse because they put their faith in Jesus. And I think if you put your faith in Jesus, you're not going to be any different. You're not going to be the one person whose life gets worse. Things only go up when you're with Jesus. That's facts, because your life is directed upwards towards God. I think that's probably part of the reason why that works. Because God is flipping good. He is. That's facts. No doubt about it. So, to kind of wrap things up for today's video, us as believers have a responsibility to share the word. If you don't feel confident to do it, share the channel. Share one of my vids to them if you want, or just find a way to break the ice. Get like a solid way to get into a conversation. Just ask them if they're religious. Ask them what they think happens when they die. Those kinds of things. And then you can kind of say, well, I believe this, and then what do you think about what I believe? I don't know. It's kind of what I tend to do when I've shared Jesus with friends. And if you don't believe in Jesus, I can assure you that putting your faith in Jesus will make your life better. It'll only make it better. So yeah, responsibility and stuff. You could be the difference between someone putting their faith in Jesus or not. That's kind of what I want to take away from today. So yeah, thanks for watching the vid. Drop a comment if you want to say something. Appreciate comments anytime they drop. Yeah, see you next week. Peace.